Hello, this is Dave at AFX Search, Licensed Private Investigators. Most of what the cases we work on have to do with is some type of fraud or some type of embezzlement, and a lot of times an excellent tool to use is a trash pull. This video is going to talk about very briefly the advantages and realities of doing a trash pull in part of a fraud investigation, even domestic or divorce investigations. First of all, a trash pull is best used before any type of surveillance, interviews, or other active type of investigation. This is more of a passive activity. First thing is, very few people think that are targets of an investigation think that their trash is vulnerable. They don't think too much about the fact that the trash is a vulnerable, exposed part of their lifestyle. They throw something in the trash can, and yeah, if you have a financial statement or something with your social security number, some people will shred that, but still throw it in the trash. They may not be aware that the trash is vulnerable. They're going to think, the trash guy sees all these bags of trash. What's the chances they're going to look through theirs? And a lot of people don't even shred their statements because of the fact that they think that it's not going to be likely that it'll be stolen from the trash, especially since it's in the curb right in front of their eyes while it's out there. So the trash as a source for valuable intelligence is still a ripe area for fraud investigations. What do we find in trash pulls every day? We find mail, we find handwritten notes, either notes for themselves for a schedule or to remember something, notes to another person, notes they receive from another person. We find receipts. How many people will shred a receipt? You go to the store, you buy something, you throw the receipt in your pocket or your wallet, you get home, you throw it away. Whether it's a restaurant, ATM receipt, sometimes it can be a purchase at a store. Those receipts are very, very common, and they have many uses. Dates and times, where somebody was, what they bought. Restaurant receipt may not seem like much, but it'll tell you how many people were there. If this person went to lunch and it shows that there were 2 people on that ticket, look at your restaurant receipt. It'll show how many parties at the table. That's very helpful. It'll show the date and time where they were. If we find the same restaurant receipt over and over for every Wednesday of every week, we know where that person might be for surveillance. So that's a helpful thing. You might find business cards. You might find greeting cards from a person. You may find bills. You get your utility bill in the mail for gas, electric, or whatnot. Who's going to shred that? You might tear it in half one time and throw it away, but it's going to be there. And that will show things like the address for the service. It'll show the amount. It'll show, even in many cases, how the last bill was paid, by credit card, by check. So it may open up availability of other accounts which were not known before. There may be schedules, handwritten schedules. There may be travel documents. There may be spreadsheets showing where a person's going to be at trade shows. There's just no end to the types of information that's going to be in the trash. A lot of times we'll use this to verify information provided by the client or that the subject of the investigation is representing, and also to set up if we ever are going to do a witness interview. Even if the target of a trash pull is not the actual subject of an investigation, if we're going to do an interview with somebody as a third party, we may use a trash pull to set up that interview to verify information. The most important thing is that the trash pull is done legally. You can't pull trash from by trespassing or on a private part of the property. It has to be in what's called the curtilage area, where it's legal to take this property from, where it's deemed to be discarded. Another really excellent method to keep in mind is if you are going to pull trash, you don't just take it and leave the space empty, because the target in the investigation might realize that their trash is gone. So one of the things that's very common is to bring one of each of every type of bag that might be used, a white one, a green one, a black one. And so when you take one bag, you replace it with another one filled with leaves or paper or whatnot, so it looks the same. There's one of many things that are used to make sure that your trash pull is not discovered and jeopardize your investigation. But the intelligence that has been obtained from trash pulls has been invaluable. In many cases, it's been what made the case, whether it's led to other information or just directly. Sometimes we found evidence of narcotics use in the trash because nobody's going to think that that's going to be something that's discovered. So if you have a case that's fraud, divorce, some type of theft, a trash pull may be part of it. Get with your investigator, find out what the nature of the case is, and see if that might be something that could be of value. If you want more information, you can reach us at titlesearch.com for real estate information or afxsearch.com for licensed investigative activities.